Hi, I'm Mick Garrison from Farmington, Utah. I was raised in Bountiful, Utah. I've been a Davis County guy all my life and grew up playing in the mountains, running on the trails around here, and I love it. My running background starts with playing football in high school and running track there, and I've always been an athlete that way. And later in my life, started to run on the road for exercise and got invited with some friends to go do a marathon. And that was a big challenge for me. I've never even ran a half marathon, and so started the training, started to hit the pavement, and I was able to do the Salt Lake Marathon. And in that race, I found out what an IT band was. And, my knee hurt, and I thought, I'm out. I'm not doing this anymore. And then I healed up a little bit, and I just had the drive I'm like, I want to go back and be better, see if I can have a faster time. So after the Salt Lake Marathon, I thought, okay, I like this sport. This is cool, and I want to get better. I want to continue to try and get faster, and I definitely don't want to experience the same thing I did at Salt Lake where I'm limping through the finish. So I started to run with people that knew what they were doing to try and help my form and make sure I had the right shoes, and I just fell in love with the sport. So my friend invited me to go trail running up at Corner Canyon in Utah. I accepted and I went with him, and I had been road running a lot, but I haven't done much in the hills. I grew up playing on them, but I hadn't truly done trail running. So I went up with these guys and they smoked me. I felt like it was the hardest thing I'd ever done in my life. Going up these steep hills, it was slippery, like tough terrain. And I thought, okay, this is a completely different sport. But I loved it because I was in the mountains and it was beautiful, and the sights and even the smells. And it was just so much better than running on the road, but it was so hard. My buddy invited me to go sign up for some race that I'd never heard of called the Speed Goat 50K up at Snowbird, Utah. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna build my way up, and I could go do that. So I signed up for the Speed Goat. Really didn't know what I was in for. During my training, I would go with friends, and I was starting to go faster than them up the hills. And at the time I thought, yeah, you can train for Speed Goat 50K by running in Mueller Park in Bountiful, which is like 1,100 foot climb. And so I went and did the Speed Goat. So we started the race, and I'm feeling pretty good. And very quickly, I realized, nope, you're not fast. You're very average. These people are running up these hills and just strong runners, and I'm plugging away, and that thing ate me up, and I did not finish. And I made it like 22 miles and didn't make the cutoff. And part of me was like sad that I didn't make the cutoff, and part of me was like, I've never been happier to stop in my life. So I was quickly humbled, and I thought, okay, now I know what trail running is really about. And you got to put in the time and understand what you're up against. And that's what started it all for me. So a lot of the races that we do around here, they're 50Ks, and they have awesome 100-milers. And we just felt like a 50-mile race in our neck of the woods was lacking. There's a great one down south a little bit from here, but nothing in Davis County. And we were like, you can pick your weekend in Colorado, and there's a 50-mile race to choose. And there just wasn't here. We thought, we have the best trails. We have awesome peaks with views across the valley. And we thought, we need a 50-mile run here. And so that's what we did. We went out and started to design a course, and thought, oh, this part would be really cool, and we could do this part. Or, well, then what if we do this, and we go up and hit this trail. And we took from my experience on the Speed Goat and some of the steep stuff that's very difficult, where you have to climb up to the top, and you got to earn it to get those views. And then we took some of the other runs around here and kind of combined all of the things that we love into one run, and that's what we think we have. We think we have the best route and the best race that we could possibly have, and it's in the fall, so it's going to be perfect weather. And because of that, we know that this will become Utah's Fall 50.